Now I turn the program over to the president of the Alumni Association, Eric Kornblau, class of '84. Eric?
He just said he left me 2 minutes. Okay. There we go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As I conclude my final year as president of the Brooklyn Law School Alumni Association, it is a pleasure to welcome you to this year's Alumni Luncheon. It's always fun to see old friends, former professors, and professional colleagues at this event. If you are here for the first time, I hope that you will make the annual luncheon a regular part of your involvement as alumni of Brooklyn Law School. I am honored to introduce this year's honorees. As we have a new feature to this year's program and 4 awards, let's get right to it. We are very happy to announce the creation of a new award this year, the Rising Star Award, to be presented to recent Brooklyn Law School graduates who have distinguished themselves in the legal profession. This year's honorees both hail from the class of 2010. Our first rising star is Coco Culhane. Coco is the founder and director of the Veteran Advocacy Project at the Urban Justice Center, New York City's first comprehensive legal services program for low-income veterans. Coco created the Veteran Advocacy Project in connection with a prestigious 2-year Equal Justice Works Fellowship. Please join me in welcoming Coco Culhane.
Thank you. This is very humbling and was very surprising when the school called me. They assured me they had the right Coco. Sparkle, I'm sure, can attest to sometimes, common names, very common names. I want to thank Professor Pittler and other professors, many of whom are in the room. Particularly, I did not know how to take a law school exam to save my life when I began, and so I want to thank particularly, Professor Pittler was the first one to say how deeply disappointed he was in me upon seeing my grade. So that let me know that I should stick with it, and there was more. And I just, with the work that I'm doing, there are people who are doing so many incredible things and much more impressive than what I've put together. But it was Brooklyn Law School. I was researching in the little Lexis lab looking for a note topic and read that 18 veterans kill themselves every day on average. And the wait time to get an appeal on a denial of benefits from the VA is 4.5 years. And sadly, that number's only gone up, and it's now an average of 22 veterans who kill themselves every day. So my team works very hard, and they're not here, but I want to thank them too, working tirelessly to get veterans access to benefits and health care and housing. And we have a very robust pro bono program, so if anyone's interested. Anyway, thank you very much for this. It's quite an honor, and thank you to Brooklyn Law School for making me feel like I could do anything, and for all of the experiences and the clinical experience, and making me feel like I could just go start a project. I definitely owe that to Brooklyn. Thanks.
The recipient of our next Rising Star Award is Sparkle Suknanan. Sparkle is an associate in the Washington, D.C. office of Jones Day. After clerkships in both the Southern District of New York and the Second Circuit, Sparkle served as a law clerk to U.S. Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor, an honor that should make every Brooklyn Law School graduate proud. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Sparkle Superman.
Good afternoon, everyone. I came to Brooklyn Law School as a night student looking for a change professionally in my life, and I found that and fell in love with the law at Brooklyn. But I found a lot more here. I found a home here and a family here. I made lifelong friends, many of whom are here with me today, and I'm very happy and grateful for that. But I had professors who gave of themselves and their time. They cared about me, not just as a student, but as a person. And I found a community of people who became a family to me. And some of you may not know, all my family's home in Trinidad, so that particularly meant a lot to me. When I got the call about my clerkship with Justice Sotomayor, I started making calls to all my professors. And many of them were very close to tears when I called them, which was a little less awkward because I was already crying myself. But it reminded me that my successes were their successes, and they all felt that in a real way, and that will always be true. My successes will always be shared with everyone here who has all done a lot for me over the years. I would like to say today is special. Receiving this award was a shock. Caitlin emailed me and said, "Did you get the letter?" And I said, "No, I didn't get a letter." And she was like, "Oh, you're getting an award." But it's really special to me to be honored with Professor Pittler. Coco mentioned him, and he is such a special person. He and I became very close when I served as president of the Moot Court Honor Society while I was in school. And anyone who's a part of anything to do with moot court knows that he puts his heart and soul into his students and our competitions and the Prince competition. And I would yell at him for being at school till 3 a.m. in the weeks leading up to that. He has been, a mentor and a friend to me over the years, always giving me very wise life advice and being there for me. And his family and friends are here, and I hope he's just very loved by me and a lot of students. So thank you.